need some real nigga reparations, or I run up in your bank just for recreation. Dedication, hard work, plus patience. To some more of my sacrifice, I'm done waiting. Told you that I wasn't playing. Now you hear what I've been saying. Dedication.
Alright, 07 Chevy Suburban. Back in, y'all seen me do the diagnostic the other day about what we had, like a steering angle sensor and a couple other things. But we about to go ahead and do this steering angle sensor. I would wait till nightfall to be knocking this one out, but you know, yeah. So this is how you do a steering angle sensor on this particular vehicle. All right, so first thing first, when you're doing this job, you messing around with the airbags and all that, you know what I'm saying? You back there in that conglomerate department or whatever. So what you want to do is unhook the blood clot battery. All right. After you unhook the battery, you come in here. I mean, I haven't unhooked the battery obviously, but I'm not about to start really fidgeting with stuff up underneath there until I actually take it off. So you come on up underneath here, you unhook that battery, and what you want to do is you want to, well, first before you get it, I'm so sorry, you got to take this panel off. It's 2 Phillips bolts that you take off, and then it's a 10mm bolt that holds this one right there. You take that you take that off as well, the 10mm bolt, and then it drops right down, sits right there in front of you. You don't need to put it out the car and all that, because the emergency brake cable still hooked over to it. All right, you got a bracket. This bracket right here is 4 10mm bolts, 2 on each side. You go ahead and zip that out. I have already taken the liberty of doing so. Boom, 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 boom. Then you go up underneath here, and this is the tricky part. The column got to come up out of here, right? The whole steering wheel, column, everything got to come up out of here, all right? So it is 5 17mm bolts. Well, not 5, 4 17mm bolts. 1, 2, and 1, 2 on the other side. You can't see it, I'm sorry. Then you got to come down underneath here, and it's a 15mm bolt that disconnect the steering column to the actual shaft that goes down to the steering rack. Once you disconnect that, then you can go ahead and do your thing, all right? But go ahead, let me drop this right quick after I finish dropping this, getting everything out of my way. Then I'll come back, and then I'll show you guys how to go ahead and peel that planet wheel back. I'm just kidding. I'll show you guys how to go ahead and take off that steering angle sensor, all right? Hold on, hang tight. All right, let's go ahead and cut this down right here. Alright, as you can see, I got it out the way, I got it down. Like I said, I've seen people use bungee cords, tapes. You know, I don't have no daggone bungee cords at the moment, so what I did was use what you got for a pork chop. And I used a seat belt to hold it up here, and I used a serpentine belt from a Cadillac, Escalade. And I tied it going one way this way, going around, and then it's coming around the other way. And that's just keeping it from like moving, you know, back and forth, back and forth. I don't want it to lose its position for real. But, you know, and I got a zip ties. If anybody ever tell you that zip ties won't come in the clutch when you need it, they are a liar, sent straight from the pits of hell. But as you can see, the wheel has not really moved, and it's still on par with the, all right, YouTube, as you can see, this is the 3 bolts I was talking about, the T25. Glove in the way. This is where they go right here. 1, uno, dos, tres, cuatro. We got that. That's in the cuatro. Take off that bracket right here. This one right here. Take this bracket off. We'll just move it out the way, you know, because what you're going to need to do, you're going to have to take the sensor goes on this shaft right here. Hold up. I'm sorry, man. Look, I'm in an unorthodox space. The steering angle sensor goes on this shaft right here. To get it out, you're going to have to unclip that right there. This is like a little holder or something like that. And you're going to have to unclip it. It's 3 clips. One up top, one right here, one up top, and one on the other side. Just pop that out, and then the sensor will be exposed. After the sensor is exposed, what you want to do is you kind of wiggle it back and forth. I hope you have patience. You know, you can break it off if you want to, but I mean, you don't need to be Incredible Hulk to try to get it off. But all you need to do is just wiggle it back, and when it starts getting some momentum, that's when you put the force to it, comes right off. The installation process is always the reverse as when you take it off. Let me get the other sensor. Give me a second. It comes with a with a little holder right there. If anybody was wondering why that spring is right there. And what's going to happen is when you install it back in, place, it's going to hear, you're going to hear a pop sound. When you hear a pop sound, whoop, you can pull that thing out and go ahead, clip it back in. And like I said, everything you did to take it off, put it back in the reverse order, hook the battery back up, make sure everything is put back properly. Let me show y'all some of these two nuts that hold something in place. Pause, or whatever you guys in that space want to say. They go on the back right here. I can't show you that, but just know these two right here, these are very important. They're like shims. Not like shit. These are shims. These shims hold the column in place. Well, not in place, but it keeps the column at an angle or whatever, so it's not all the way flush. But you need to make sure you put these back on before you install it back on, or you will have problems with tilt and all that. All right, but that's it, and I'll show you guys the aftermath. All right, we got her back where she needs to be. My little contraption definitely works. So if you have a spare belt laying around and two thick industrial size zip ties, it can work. All you have to do is just, double flare the belt, have it come in, like wrap it around the back, have it come through the top, hold on both sides like this, run a zip tie through it, tie it so they're, like, you can hold it like this. Then you get your other zip tie to go through that, and then boop, hold it up, and it's ready to go. All right, we can bring my little contraption down. Go ahead and put all the trap doors and stuff back on this thing. Let her run, do a steering angle reset, and yeah, clear the codes and give it back to the customer. All right. Just like that. Got all the codes off. When you turn the wheel left and right, no more of that craziness. As you see, everything put back neatly. Everything nice and tucked. We had a crankshaft code that came up, whatever. The customer had went and got a, what is it called? They had got this cheap part from Amazon, I believe, and it was causing a rough idle and knock sensors going crazy, and just not being able to perform like how it's supposed to. But as you can see, she's nice and quiet. She's running strong. Yeah, man, and she's back on the road. All right.